Well, I'm just going to leave this uncut, I think. I didn't want to make this video ever in my life, but I'm going to. It's just me and you sat down again. Happy days. We're going to be talking European Super League. Now, a lot of people have been talking about it over the last 24 hours, myself included, on the LFC Transfer Room live stream. Go and check out that. I'll leave a bubble coming up. I feel violently ill about this. And I want to talk to you about why I feel like that. Liverpool Football Club is more than a football club for me. It's a club that represents my values, that represents who I am, that represents community, togetherness, the kind of socialism that isn't political, as Bill Shankly said. Work together, whatever your beliefs, towards a common goal. And because of what has happened, like, I can never support Liverpool in the way that I have. Like, the club's been pretty much my life. I've always thought that they would be a constant in my life for the next, however long I'm here for. And it's just really sad that the values are so important to the people, and they've been ripped away by the corporate greed of football, of people who don't care about football, who use it as a vehicle for profit. I'm going to use an analogy here to describe what I think of the European Super League. It's not, you can't have Christmas every day. The things that make these big games so special is the fact that they are rare. We love to see a Liverpool v Man United, a Liverpool v Everton, a Liverpool versus Real Madrid or Barcelona in the Champions League. And they're not going to mean anything anymore. Those games won't mean as much because they'll be almost every week. I think we might have seen the last ever Merseyside derby in a competitive game, if this goes ahead. And they've signed a contract for it to go ahead. 23-year contract. Now you can go and check out all the stuff on the transfer room which will actually physically explain this, because I'm more about how it'll actually make me feel rather than what the implications are financially and structurally. I think it will completely monopolise football and polarise it from the top to bottom. The whole meritocratic integrity of the game is going to be taken away. Elitist clubs who may not have been there, if this was started in a different year. And yeah, we've been saying for years that football's a business, haven't we? But I didn't realise, they would use they would destroy the last modicum of soul in football in order to make a few more quid. I know it's not the city. I know it's not the club that feels like this. I know it's the owners and the people who've backed this deal. And yes, the club will be financially fine. But it's not Liverpool. It's not the city. It's not what it stands for. Read the room. And I sincerely hope, and I can't see anything happening to do with it, but I sincerely hope that everyone comes to see sense that this is a terrible idea. Every single club's fans are all in agreement for this. That this is an awful idea. It's Like, VAR's more divisive than this. This is not even divisive. Everyone knows. There is no pros apart from the pockets of the 1% who are in charge. I don't think I can continue supporting Liverpool in the way that I did. Of course, you can't just cut off something that's been an institution in your life for pretty much all the lifetime that you can remember. But I can never feel the same way as I did. I'll never feel a love for Liverpool again. And I fear that it will be the same for a lot of the players and the coaches and for the fans, you know. Some people only live for Liverpool. Liverpool Football Club is their life. And FSG here and the European Super League Committee haven't taken that into account. But they don't, because they're just little specks of dust in the dollar notes in their pocket. I'm really glad, one positive from this is that I'm really glad that we won the Champions League and the Premier League while we could as a Liverpool fan. Because this European Super League, if it goes ahead, it won't be the same. It's not the same. There's no jeopardy, nothing. It feels like part of my soul has gone because of it. And with it has gone my faith in the majority of society. Like, it reminds me of when the protest laws were put in place earlier this year. Like, it's just a horrible place at the moment, the world, and I won't get into more of this, but my last thoughts are that football is a reflection of society, and I'll tell you what, it's been coming. Society's like this. Football will soon reflect it, and it has done here. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.